Race 6, the main event. The Derby. It's a good Derby this year. I'm looking forward to this Derby. I reckon there's about 8 chances.
Yep.
All right, let's do the gear changes. Jamando, he gets the blinkers for the first time. A Norton bit for the first time. Pacifies for the first time. Jeez, he's getting some gear. Honorius, lugging bit off, standard bit on. Escardo, blinkers come off. Malabar Man gets the concussion plates. Query. Costanova cops a tongue tie. Our Desert Warrior, well, the blinkers come off, the lugging bit comes off, the Norton bit comes on. And then Nissos, he gets the blinkers off and a nose roll on, and he needs about 14 rockets.
We're doing markets, or are we just going straight?
Yeah, no, we've got to do the market for the Derby, mate, because Sportsbet provide us this market, so we've got to do it. It's a done deal, 270 up 290. Honorius is 7, back into 650. Super Cool, 750 to 7. Havastan, 650. Electric Fusion, 11 to 10. Sorry, 10 out to 11. Subiaso, $17. $21 Malabar Man. Our Desert Warrior, 26. And the rest are all 50 or better.
I reckon it's a 2-horse race. I reckon it's Honorius or Honorius and Super Cool. I don't give It's a Done Deal a chance. I don't give any other horses
How
out
can
there.
you say don't give it a chance, but
I don't think you can beat Super Cool. I just don't. I thought, I know it was a slowly run race. I know it had to come around the corner. I know all the points everyone's making. But as we said when we did the first take of this Derby preview, or as you raised,
we'll just raise it now. They didn't see the first one. They won't see the first one.
No, no one will, unfortunately. It's a Done Deal. Loomed up around the corner. Super Cool. Got away from him again over the last 100 metres. I love the fact that this horse, Super Cool, is coming into this race off a slowly run race as well. That's one of my favourite things. We saw it with the Alco Pop in the Caulfield Cup, Ocean Park in the Cox Plate. They both came out of that slowly run race. And if you go back a few weeks ago, Fat Owl had a slowly run Shannon Stakes and came out and won the Epsom. It's a great recipe. And I thought Honorius, or Honorius, I don't know how to pronounce it, I thought his was the run out of the Norman Robinson, stepping up to the 2,500 metres. I thought he was the most unlucky run in the race. I know you've got a slightly different opinion on that. But I thought he got squeezed up, and for a horse that strikes me as a real momentum type of horse, to get squeezed up and crowded like that inside the last 200 metres is detrimental for his chances. I think he should have just about won that race, and I think the odds would be very different.
That's a nice way of putting one pace.
Look, I agree with you. He could be a bit of a one batter, but I think
come on, just stick solid. You've been tipping it since that run. It's the Derby winner.
Yeah, I think it is. But Super Cool came out last week. If Done Deal had won last week, I probably would have still stuck with Honorius on its own. But Super Cool came out and beat it well.
I don't think you can completely rule out the favourite. Slowly run race, took off at about the 800, did plenty of work. Super Cool wasn't working as far out as he was.
No.
I do think, but I would have liked to have seen him at least hold his ground on Super Cool in the straight. Some said he didn't handle the Valley well. If he was going to handle it, the one place he would be the last 200, yet Super Cool did seem to get away from him a little bit.
Yeah.
$3, probably not my cup of tea.
No.
If he hadn't run at Moonee Valley, it probably would have been my cup of tea. But the Moonee Valley's thrown the doubt into my mind, so it's no longer my cup of tea. Honorius, look, he's an each-way chance. He doesn't have the gear change for mine, and that's what I like to see, even in derbies. I like to see the horse that can just put themselves there, or, examples being Sangster last year when they went for home, he put a space on them. In Juno, when he started to come, he got close quickly. I like to see the horse with a turn of foot. This horse, he doesn't have the profile for mine to be winning a Group 1 race. Or he's not the type of horse to be winning a Group 1 race for mine. He'll stay, no doubt in the world. I just don't think he'll stay as quick as a couple of others. Super Cool, look. Oh, geez, I wish I had won at Caulfield too, right? On the upward spiral, got that sense of timing which you see so often in these feature races. He was good at Moonee Valley. He gives indication he will stay the trip. Kavanagh says he's a perfect horse to get the trip because he goes to sleep and he's got that turn of foot. It's unanswered. He's got to go an extra 500, but they've all got to go the extra 500 here. So you are guessing with all of them. but he appears as though he is the sort of horse that will. I think you've got to respect him. He's just going to need a little bit of luck from 11. I just worry where he's going to be in the run, although in saying that, there's a few there that should run along. I'm tipping Gay drawn out wide, our Desert Warrior, they'll go forward. I'm 5.5 star, he'll go forward. They might just get rolling a little bit, a couple of these, so he's in it. Havaston was very good at Caulfield. He didn't have a lot of room either, but he just kept coming and found the line. Then you get to the other one, Electric Fusion. You know, it was finishing hard. It brought about its own problems because it wanted to lay in on top of Avastin and Honorius, but he kept finding the line and just missed. It was excellent. And then the other one, which is, to me, it's flown under the radar a little bit out of that race, that Norman Robinson Subiasso. He, top of the straight, he went for a run between Honorius and I think the bunch. And he just wasn't far enough into the gap to hold his spot, and Honorius Brown just sort of put him back there. Then he was behind a wall. He had nowhere to go for 100, just swinging off it. He decided, geez, I've got to get to the outside once he had room because Electric Fusion had passed him. Got to the outside. I loved him late. I know he got the clear run and the others were all bumping each other, but geez, I loved him late. He's out of a Carnegie mare. You'd like to think it's going to stay. Again, I think it's got as much chance of staying as the others. And $17 from a good alley. Stephen Arnold to ride. Great big race rider. The only thing I saw that I didn't like at Caulfield, he wanted to have a race there early in the race. If he doesn't do that, I reckon he's got a really good hope, this horse Subiasso, and at $17, I think you could do dumber things and back it each way. So I'll be on him each way, and I will be having something on Super Cool because I just sense he's the one.
All right, Super Cool on the nose, Honorius on the nose, frame your market around it. It's about $4 for one of them winning.
Yeah?
Yep, I think that's a very good price for one of those two winning.
Can we have a $5 side bet, seeing we've argued for the last 2 weeks what the best run was out of the Norman Robinson?
Honorius, and you're on Subiasso.
Yeah.
So we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
All right.
$5?
Yeah. Remember,
I don't know where that hand's been, so I don't really want to shake it.
Yes, you do.
All right, race 8, the Maya. No, what's race 7? Race 7's the Maya. Well, it hasn't ticked over, mate. See,
That's okay. Look, I can help
this
us
is
out
causing
there.
me problems.
Why don't you
all right,
introduce
race
him?
7. I'll just quickly rattle off the gear changes. Little Yosei, the barrier blankets come off, the lugging bit goes on. Invest gets the winkers off. Soft Sand gets a bit lifter. And the earmuffs again. There's the earmuffs again.
There you go.
The earmuffs.
The earmuffs.
Everyone loves the earmuffs.
I'll
at the
give you
moment.
a quick approximate market, and these are approximates. These are roughly what Sportsbet are paying. $3.20 Streamer, $6.50 Secret Admirer, $8 Pear Tarts. Same with Yosei, $8.50 Soft Sand. Red Tracer for Chris Waller, $9. Oasis Bloom, $10. Full of Spirit, $18. Sky Rush, $21. Appearance, $31. As is Raspberries, $41 Shannara, and $101 the Ruffy is Invest.
There you go.
Was she the Queensland Oaks winner, Invest, or the Doom and Roses winner, I think it was?
I think it was Adelaide.
Adelaide, that was
Didn't it win in Adelaide and then soon more of Australia than the Leyland brothers here. Adelaide won the Sweepstakes, then they took it to Brisbane and won the Doom and Roses, then got lapped in the Oaks, turned up at Flemington.
There you go.
Might end up in Perth over the summer months.
You never know.
All
I'll have something each way on Raspberries. Back to last start. Thought she was a bit unlucky. Runs better than it looks on paper. Drawn perfectly here with Karen aboard. Barrier 7. 3 wide trial. I'm hoping. Streamer.
Why? Just get it in 2 off the fence. 1 off the fence. Why do you want a 3 wide?
I reckon this time of day, I reckon 3 wide with a trail is the place to be. We'll see on Saturday. Happy to take a side bet there too. Streamer
What's the
has
side bet? What's the bet?
that you're better off being 3 wide with a trail than up on the fence.
I'm not saying on the fence.
Or
I said 1 off the fence.
1 off the fence.
I just don't know why you want to be 3 wide.
Well, I'm tipping they're going to be. Do you reckon they'll run in 2 files here, or do you reckon there'll be 3?
Well, if there is 3, I'm hoping I'm in the middle one.
Well, I'm hoping I'm on the outside one.
She's not good enough to be 3 wide in that race at set weights and win.
We cover.
She's not good enough.
Oh well.
Save every inch of ground for her, mate. I love to see Karen. I'd love to see him on the fence on her. Just from 7, I just sense that might not happen. Having the nice soft
So
run.
you'd like to be on the fence though if you could.
Yeah, bloody hell, shortest way home.
All right.
I'm not like Gay that likes to be 3 and 5 wide out of the straight and a Cox plate.
I don't like being 3 and 5 wide out of the straight in the Cox Plate either. But late in the day, in the Flemington, first day of Flemington Carnival,
Mate, the track hasn't been. It's had one meeting on it in the last 6 months. They protect it like Ramley.
sometimes it can favour the front runners this day, can't it? Up on the pace.
I think the track will be good, mate. As I said at the start, I think the weather's been perfect. We've got a bit of rain, so everything will be level. I reckon it'll be perfect.
Okay, Streamer as well. Thought the ride got a home last start. Brilliant ride by Huey. I don't want to knock her. There's some good mares in this race.
That's what I mean. That's why I don't want to be 3 bloody wide.
Oh, well.
It's a great race. Streamer, she's hard to knock. She's consistent. She's genuine. Barrier 9. It'll be interesting. It'll make Huey work. It's not the 1600 metre start at Flemington's not a great start. They haven't got long before they start to turn off the back straight.
About 300 metres, aren't they?
That's right. So, these wider gates can prove tricky. She's got a lovely profile coming into this Streamer, but yeah, just too short for me.
What's the pace? Where's the pace? Oasis Bloom?
Well, it'll get along. What's the name waiting far away? Red Tracer.
I can't see
Streamer
a lot of
led
pace.
last start. Pear Tart will be forward. I wouldn't be surprised to see Pear Tart go to the front, to be honest with you.
I've got there not a real lot of pace in this race.
That's a Group 1 race, mate, for 500 large with a decent sized field. They won't dawdle. They'll get along fast enough. I wouldn't be surprised to see Pear Tart roll to the front myself. I think Streamer's got a great hope. It's just price related for me. I think she's definitely the horse to beat. Secret Admirer, she's capable, but I just don't want to be on her coming back from a mile and a half back to 1600. I will be having something on Yosei. Look, I thought the run it in the Epsom was outstanding. She missed the kick hopeless. She only got beaten 4. She missed the kick 4. If she had a big M with them, she might have won that race. And then she came out in the 2-rack. She gave weight to Solzhenitsyn. Underweight for age terms. She made him 2.5 kilos worse than what she would. She got beaten a long neck from last. Then he went to Moonee Valley and franked the form because he ran very well in the weight for age Crystal Mile behind Secret Admirer, who I think I've said it before, and I reckon she's the only horse in Australasia that could have beaten Ocean Park in the Cox Plate.
Secret Admirer?
No, Silent Achiever, sorry. I get them mixed up. Why do they have to have the same letters? But she is a high quality Group 1 quality racehorse.
You were bagging her last week.
No, I wasn't bagging her.
You made Rangy Randu your best bet of the year.
That's right. Yeah, I didn't say the best bet of the year. I said I thought it was a good thing.
Well,
but I didn't bag her. If you go back and listen, I didn't bag her. I backed it in the Rosehill Guineas.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, how can you say that she's one of the best weight for age horses in the country, yet last week you were tipping another thing to beat her?
I'll explain that to you off air because we've taken too long as it is now. Okay. All right, but I wasn't bagging her. If you go back and listen to it, I didn't bag her. I actually said this is the only horse in the race that worries me.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Yeah. Because I was hoping she'd have a quietish run and she'd be ready and we would be getting probably $3 or $4 in the matriarch and not the 6-4. We're now going to have to cop.
Do you reckon we'll get 6-4?
Probably not.
We'll be lucky, won't we?
Anyway, the bottom line is Yosei, going back to her, that run in the 2-rack was outstanding. I know she hasn't got the greatest record at Flemington. I know she doesn't seem to be as good when she's got those bigger weights, but I just think she's flying at the moment, and I think she's got a genuine hope. The second up run she had 58.5 and she ran well at Flemington over 1400. I just think she's really flying, and she's a proven big match performer. You're getting $8-9 her. I think she's a good bet. Red Tracer, she's a ripper. She's just as genuine as Streamer and those sort of mares. She's just borderline mile. The mile just worries me.
Yeah, definitely.
And Pear Tart was much better last start. She's proven in Group 1. And I'm with you with Raspberries for something small.
Yeah.
Excuse me. First up run was excellent. Second up looked plain, but it was a lot better than what it was. If you have a look, she just couldn't find a run. I just think she's over the odds. I don't think she's a good thing, and I don't think she can afford things to go wrong for her. She needs everything go her way in the run, but it wouldn't completely surprise me if she turned up and won a Maya Classic.
Yeah, she's just a good little bet in a tough race where, like you say, the $3 is a bit short on Streamer, perhaps.
The bet is about the $7.50 the place. That's the bet.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great little bet.
All right. We'll go to the Yellow Glen, which is race 7. Yep. Race 8, sorry. Tiger 2's got the blinkers back on, and Latin News cops the tongue tie.
All right.
All right.
Have we got any markets? Or we?
Well, my
Okay.
little
We're going with that.
iPad's playing up.
I'll
He's $1.90. Look, How Much Do You Love Me is $1.95. They did bet 2.10, firmed again.
Yeah.
Pamplione is around the $9 mark.
Yeah. Miss Marks and
Miss Marks 11, and then the rest are around that. Spirit of Boom's around that, and then the rest
Tiger
are
Tees.
Tiger Tees, and then the rest are above that.
Mate, I can't tip anything to beat him. He looked awesome in a jump out, handled the straight brilliantly, and like you said before for the Coolmore, when they go well up the straight in that Tuesday.
We're actually talking about in this race.
Oh, were we?
What I was saying in regards to this is, I've seen some comments on the RaceNet forum of people writing in that are saying, it's only a jump out, it's only track work, it's only this, it's only that. But I'm not being smart, I'm just trying to explain.
I just love the voice that you put on, even though
did you?
it's in text.
Well, they've been narcs, right? But if you go back over history on these, now you made the point that's the best jump out you've seen. I've been doing this tour for a heap of years now, and that, if you go back, and I'll just rattle a couple off. Gold Edition, before she won the Coolmore, jumped out and went super.
Yep.
Northern Meteor, before he won the Coolmore, jumped out and went super. The runner-up was a horse called Fist of Fury, who didn't strike me as a genuine Group 1 horse. He jumped out, went super, ran accordingly, ran second. Haylis did it a couple of years ago. He went and missed because he dipped his foot in a food tin or something and didn't run well in the Patnack. But the horse that ran second in that was Star Witness. He came out and absolutely bolted in the Coolmore. Last year, Rarefied jumped out, went unreal. Sister Madley jumped out, went unreal. They ran 1-2 in this race, in the Salinger. And what won the 3-year-old last year? The Coolmore.
Seapoy and Foxwedge.
Seapoy and Foxwedge. He didn't win Foxwedge, but he ran second. He was a horse that I always bagged as a 3-year-old. Yet I tipped him to beat Seapoy that day off what he did in the jump out. So the point I'm making is those jump outs are a wonderful guide to the straight races on this day, and you've got to take note. There was 3 or 4 of them I thought jumped out outstanding, and I bet you they all run great races on Saturday.
Yep.
How Much Do You Love Me being one of them.
Yep. He was very impressive. I don't think he can get beaten. If for whatever reason he did, I think Pampelone's the only one that can do it.
Yeah, look, I won't be participating in the race. I can't back anything to beat him. How Much Do You Love Me, but I don't like the $1.95. He's not a $1.95 chance. He's entitled to be $3 plus.
I'll tell you what though.
His win last start was excellent, but the opposition were playing. Right, his win in the Ramornie was excellent, but the opposition was playing. This is a big time notch above that. Tiger 2's a proven sprinter. Golden Arch is a proven sprinter. Pamplione, I know he was a bit disappointing in the Scalacci, but that was a weight for age. He drops here to fifth. Well, he drops in weight. He's won a country listed race. How Much Do You Love Me? He's won a Group 2 handicap when he carried one over the minimum. And here he is. He goes up to 57 in a same sort of race.
Yep.
I don't think he's entirely brilliantly weighted.
And he's $3.30 for the Patnack Classic next week.
Yeah, he's definitely the horse to beat. I don't think they can beat him, but I'm just saying, it's just with those sort of things factored in, he's under the odds. And okay, I'll be smarty. I took 440 at Caulfield, so why do I want to be buttering up at $1.95? I'm not going to give him the chance of getting it back. I don't get it enough off him.
No, it's a fair point. Fair point.
But just, I'll probably bank him in my quaddies and just work around him.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
All right, the closer. Last race on Derby Day, just one gear change. Renewed vitality, blinkers again.
Alrighty. I'll just quickly pull up this market.
I've got a rough idea. Right? So it's about 330 Faulkner, 350.
Yeah.
350.
310.
What's his name?
310 Faulkner, 350 freewheeling. Then you're out to Instinction and McClintock, the only other 2 horses under $10. They're around the $8 mark.
All right.
2-horse race for mine, Clinton. Clinton, yes. Faulkner and freewheeling. I have gone freewheeling. Just thought his run first up was too easy, very easy. Paul Snowden said he was pretty soft going into that, so you'd think he'd derive a little bit more improvement off his last start than Faulkner would. And I know you're going to make a point about the barriers, and I think it's a very good one.
Who said I was going to make a point about the barriers?
Well, you did last time.
Doesn't mean I want to do it anymore.
Okay, well, if you don't want, do you want me to do it?
No. I don't want you to do anything.
Well, go on.
No, we're just saying. Nick made a point last night. I'm a bit worried about the barrier, because Faulkner was drawn outside. But I said it actually works in Kerrin's favour because in the early stage of the race, chances are they have similar racing patterns, those horses.
Yeah.
So Kerrin can, to an extent, dictate to him and make him do something on Faulkner, and it might only cost Faulkner, a neck.
Yep.
But if he has to use a neck more energy, that's a neck he ain't got on the line.
Yep.
When Kerrin's been able to slot, they should run. They should run in this. We've got McClintock, Dusty Star, 2 noted speedsters. So with 8 and 10, they should string out enough that Kerrin can dictate and position freewheeling one off the fence and say, well, Nick, if you want to sit outside me, you either go behind me if you want to get into this line, or you push around me and work forward, or you're going to sit 3 deep, which he's not going to want to do. So, and the other factor is I think freewheeling's a better horse.
Yes.
I think freewheeling's one of the better bets of the day. I got plenty of time for this horse. He's run some. I don't think we've entirely seen the best of him. I think we're starting to. I think he's starting to learn to become a racehorse. He's always possessed brilliant ability, and I think he'll make a statement heading towards the Emirates on Saturday. I think he'll win. Price $350. It's pretty fair enough because there's only 2 horse race. So, and I think he's better than the other one, which is shorter. So, freewheeling for me. He just reeks of Flemington. This horse. I just think he's going to love Flemington. So
beautiful.
Yep.
We're going out of green.
We're going out of green.
That's sickening.
What price you get?
Hey?
What price you get?
I got $4.60.
Did you?
You got $5, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Best bets.
What's that filthy rodden? Gatewood and freewheeling are my 2 best bets.
Gatewood, freewheeling. All right, my 2 are Nachita and freewheeling.
And of course we'll be cheering How Much Do You Love Me Home, but we're going to leave him out. He's a bit short.
I'll be cheering every one of mine. I'll be cheering Raspberries home at $8 a place. I'll be cheering a few others home. It won't just be about How Much Do You Love Me.
Oh no, he's the one that we're probably not going to have a bet on. So we'll just...
Yeah.
It could be the unearthing of a superstar. You never know. You never know.
Freewheeling could be a superstar.
It could be too.
Could be a superstar.
It could be too. They all could be. But we're going to have a bet on them. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make here is we're not going to have a bet. We'll just be cheering it home.
Well, I'll throw the superstar tag in.
Well, he's got a profile that lends itself to that.
Does he?
No, I would have thought so, yeah.
I
don't want to mock him because he's still got to.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, still got to prove it yet, and if he doesn't win on Saturday, well, then that's that.
Yeah, then he won't be a superstar.
No, well, he's not a superstar.
He won't
now.
be running in the Patnack.
No.
So, is it Patnack? Yeah,
Patnack. Yeah.
All right. Well, we've had a great time doing this. It's been a lot of fun, and we're going to now go back to our computers and our desks in our beautiful room that we've spent the last 3 weeks in going senile.
Feels like months.
Feels like months. He's dead set. It's like living with a bloody pig. He is hopeless. He does not pick up after himself. He just leaves shit all through the room.
I tell you what, if I'll start tidying up, if every time you get on the phone you don't pace and yell. Oh my God.
I'm half deaf and I yell.
I'm half deaf now.
Other than that, we're getting along really good, aren't we? Other than that, it's been really good.
It's been very
There
good.
are little things that we just don't like about each other. All right. Well, we're going, and we'll see you back. We're going to do a Melbourne Cup preview. We'll do a Crown Oaks preview, and we will be doing an Emirates Stakes Day preview. Hope you're back. Plenty of winners on Saturday, Derby Day. Enjoy the beers. Enjoy the punt. Good luck. See ya.